When the Beatles released Rubber Soul in 1965, it arrived in a world governed by strict moral expectations. The prevailing social values of the era were unmistakable. Premarital sex. Despite the early rumblings of the sexual revolution on college campuses, mainstream society still demanded abstinence. An analysis of 1960 surveys found that fewer than 20% believed sex before marriage was acceptable. Extramarital sex. Adultery was universally condemned, often punished in divorce courts, and carried severe social and reputational consequences. The double standard. Single men enjoyed far more freedom in their romantic pursuits, while women were expected to guard their virginity and reputation with vigilance. Against this backdrop, Norwegian Wood was quietly radical. We now know that the song was John Lennon's veiled account of an extramarital affair. He wrote the lyrics to be cryptic enough that his former wife wouldn't grasp their meaning. But suppose John had never confessed. What could listeners reasonably infer from the lyrics alone? A subversive story hidden in plain sight.
I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good, Norwegian Wood.
A single woman inviting a man to her apartment to stay was already eyebrow-raising in 1965. The power dynamic implied, she once had me, hints at a relationship that is not merely casual, but charged.
She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair.
No chair. A room designed for intimacy, not polite conversation. In the cultural climate of the time, this scenario alone could spark gossip.
I sat on her rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed.
Would anyone in 1965 believe they simply talked until 2 a.m.? The invitation, the wine, the late hour, all point toward a night that was anything but innocent.
She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't and crawled up to sleep in the bath.
And here lies the song's sly humor. Are we truly expected to believe she invited him over, shared wine until dawn, then sent him to sleep in the bathtub? The absurdity is intentional, a wink to listeners who can read between the lines. A song at odds with its time. Taken at face value, the lyrics describe a situation that clashed with the traditional values of the era. A woman initiating intimacy, a man staying overnight, the unmistakable suggestion of sex, all wrapped in Lennon's playful, understated storytelling. So how did the public respond? Did they repudiate it for its rebellious undertones, or ratify it by ignoring the implications and simply enjoying the music? As the saying goes, and the rest is history. The song became a classic, not because it obeyed the norms of its time, but because it quietly, artfully challenged them.
And when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. So I lit a fire. Isn't it good, Norwegian Wood?